Hey, everybody. Oh, excuse me. So, Sleuth Mom just let me know that Serenity's parents have just been arrested. So, we're going to talk about Serenity first. And they are on break with Crumbley's right now. Anyways, they went to lunch. So, as of about 10 minutes ago, they weren't back. We weren't going to watch all of it, but I do want to show y'all some parts of the hearing that I thought was interesting so far. Hey, Casey. Welcome, baby. Yeah. Oh, and let me go down through here real quick and say hello to everybody. Connie, prayers for you. Connie is not feeling well. God bless her. She just cannot shake this sickness. Good day. Hello, sweetheart. Sleuth Mom, Casey. Hello. So let me go ahead and pull up Serenity's, which just happened. I kind of would like to, go through things with y'all, but let's just go ahead because this is breaking. A lot of y'all are pretty familiar with Serenity anyways. Well, I assume that. Hey, Cement. How are you, honey? I hope y'all are doing good. Okay, let's see. Will I have that? Let's do this. Here we go. Oh, my laptop is having such a hard time today. Okay, let's see. All right, dismiss. This baby's face literally breaks my heart in pieces. Okay. Mystery deepens. Missing Serenity Ann McKinney's mom and boyfriend arrested. But there are no signs of their 4-year-old family claim. Let's see. Serenity McKinney was reportedly last seen December 27th, 2020, before extended family members reported her missing last week after more than a year. Look at this baby. Oh, my God. Also, Sleuth Mom has been very good. She's been doing very good coverage. And if I get to it, I will put the links. There are some links, but not for Sleuth Mom. I don't even know if I got any mods in here, but let's just get to this. Now, Serenity's mom, Abby, and her boyfriend, Dakota, have been arrested in Kansas, but the little girl wasn't with them. Serenity's grandma told the Sun. All right. The couple are allegedly being extradited to Shelby County, Kentucky, but the charges haven't been revealed. Okay. The Sun left messages for Shelby County Sheriff's Office, which is lead agency in the case. It's throwing me off because Shelby County is also the county Memphis, Tennessee's in. So the Shelby County is throwing me off a little bit because I'm from there. Anyways, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Serenity's family told Shelby County office this week that they believe the young girl is in danger. About an hour before Serenity's grandma said they were arrested, she was interviewed by the Sun. My gut tells me that she has to be okay. Wow, man. Boy, that self-preservation is really something. What are these charges going to be, man? She's going. She has to be okay. She's going to come home. We're going to find her. We have to. There is no way around this. We don't know where she's at, but we have to find her. God, man. Her last location is unknown, but it's believed to be possibly in the Shelby, Jefferson, or Butlet County area. Okay, let's see. We need your help to locate missing 4-year-old Kentucky child, said the Attorney General, Daniel Cameron. The case has been compared to the disappearance of 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's literally like 6 active cases right now with this exact same scenarios. Nobody sees the child for a while. Parents go off the rails or they get arrested or whatever it is. And, just figure it out. We don't want to talk. Just figure it out. So, man, it's very sad what's going on with our kids, man. She's not been seen for more than 2 years, but was only reported missing late last year. Her mom, Crystal Story, said that they last saw Harmony during a FaceTime call right before Easter 2019. I showed her basket. Okay, this is about Harmony. All this is about Harmony. Okay. this is still all about Harmony. Dad arrested Adam Montgomery. Okay. I'm not saying Harmony's not important, but we are very much aware of what's going on with Harmony and where everything stands. So let me hop back over here to oh, look at this face. Let me hop back over here to y'all. And then let's see. Hey Nancy. Hey Cray Cray, Kathy. Let me see. The fact that they are on the run, not a good sign. No, not at all. Not at all. Cray Cray, Brown's Mermaid. Hey guys. Hey Shar. You're fine. You're fine, Shar. No worries, baby. Be Renita mod. I don't know. Maybe. Not necessarily right now. Hey, Dazed. How are you, sweetheart? All right. I think I got everything. I want to thank the community for their prayers. My dad has gone to join my mom now. I appreciate having this community to share with. Aw, see, man, we appreciate you too. And I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. We love you here. Hey, Cement has literally been since day one. He found me from a different community, and then I started my channel. So Cement, I appreciate you very much, and we are saying prayers for your family. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that, man. The loss of a parent, much less two. I can't even imagine. Tina says, domino effect. Everybody loses their kids all of a sudden. Never heard this BS in my life. I know, Tina. I mean, what? God grief, man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was from the other one with the 2 syllables, but we don't say her over here because she hates me. But it's okay. It's okay. We love her right where she's at. Way the hell over there on the other side of YouTube. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Honestly, there's no hard feelings. I wish I knew what the hell happened, but sometimes God just does for you what you do not do for yourself. All right, let's look at this other article that I have. Well, actually, I think a mugshot is on her Facebook page. Well, True Crime Replay is the name, and this one is linked in the description. It is a plethora of information for little Serenity. Oh, wait a minute. I have the wrong one pulled up. Let's see. All right. Let me see. What is going on? I just want the homepage. Is it? All right. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Discussion. These little pages are a little fickle. Here we go. Oh, my stuff is running so slow. Okay. Breaking Serenity Mckinney, a source from the family revealed Abby and Dakota fled the state and were arrested in Kansas, awaiting more details. I think they said that they had a mugshot, maybe. Hold on. Let me scroll down. My laptop's having a sad. I only have 5,000 tabs pulled up. I wanted to show y'all my cop videos from the other day, but I may have to do it another time because it's clogging up the system here. Oh, all right. Well, while we do this, let's see. Here we go. All right. I just read that. She's not with them. They were on the run. Man. Let me get back to the chat. So pretty much what's happened. Okay, pretty much what's happened. Serenity went off the grid with her mom a year ago. Mom changed her passwords. She completely cut off all communication with the entire family. And yeah, oh, today, Nancy, we're gonna get to Cody. They denied his dad bail, but we are gonna get to that. Under the arrest post of the mugshot. Okay, thank you, Sleuth. Let me get back over here. So what happened is that she ran off with her daughter, and then she cut the entire family off. All right, let's see. In the comments, maybe? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let me see. In custody, Dakota Hume. Oh, he's a winner. He's a winner, guys. Let me see. Thomas County Sheriff's Department. It does not say. It does not say why. Here, let me scroll back down. All right, so here's his mugshot. Waiting on hers. Let's see what this mom of the year looks like. It's under the arrest post. Both mugshots. Oh, okay. Okay, let me go back because I did not see it. All right, here we go. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. Literally, this is just now happening. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Sleuth. You're amazing. I almost said amazeballs, but that's kind of, yeah. It says arrested. Yeah. Arrested warrant. Wow. Can't really. Not a great. Okay. So that's it. Nothing. No charges yet. I have a feeling we will be finding out charges before too long. You know how that information seems to creep out pretty fast. You know what is so crazy to me? A whole year. They say the baby's been missing a week. The family says, hey, wait, something's wrong. It's been a year and we haven't seen the baby. Now, all of a sudden, so I'm not, this is not a judgment of the family or anything, but it makes you wonder, could they have been closer to justice before now? She's going to have no excuse of where the baby's at unless she has done something like, you know, I don't even want to say maybe a Raffican situation, but for money, something like that. But, you know, even that, a year, man, a year, the baby could be anywhere. So we just don't know. Might I say you're the best church advocate? Oh, God, thank you so much, Cement. But I tell you what, Mel and AFC, Chris Thorns, a lot of these guys, they've been advocating for kids for years, man. But I do appreciate the compliment. I really do. I love my community. Bet neglect, child abandonment. Yeah, no, I agree. That's probably what they will initially charge them with. Is that what you're saying? I agree with that. The baby was not with them, Tina. The baby was not with them. And as far as Codi, Nancy, as far as Codi, Nancy, let me see. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, and they're pretty much winding down the search for Codi as well. So there's that. Do y'all know Codi's dad has a wife and they are using that domestic violence along with his AWOL from the bond? Oh Lord. I know they're gonna try to use anything. But what they won't do is tell you where the damn baby's at. How in the hell do you not know the whereabouts of your child, grandchild? Man, I know. It's like I thought Evelyn's case blew my mind. It had been like months and months and months. No. Actually, it was a lot longer. But even at the time, I thought, wow. All right. So there's the mugshot. Let's go. Let's go look at this article that I do have. Some of y'all may not be aware of Serenity, so we're going to look at another article, a little context. All right. Let's see. Where's it at? I only had 10,000. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is an old one that they... Ew, gross. What is that? All right. Look at her little face. Oh, my goodness. Mystery of Serenity Ann McKinney 4 goes missing and hasn't been seen since Christmas 2020, and parents refuse to help. Now, she wasn't that super important to us, so we don't care what she means to anybody else, or the fact that, she was a child, an innocent child who did nothing wrong. She did nothing to warrant any of this, but we'll just keep that under wraps, Fuck your feelings. Fuck her feelings. We're important, for whatever reason. I don't know why parents are dropping off like flies, but, my God, it's disheartening. My God. Oh, I do have, I'll get it in a second, but I do have some more links for parenting resources, stuff like that. All right, let's look at these pictures. So let's see her possible last location in Shelby County. All right, and this is just a big picture of her beautiful face. So this is the house that she was possibly last seen at. All right, so let's scroll down. Federal law enforcement agencies have been called in to help Kentucky State Police hunt for information. Serenity's family told Shelby County Sheriff's Office this week that they believe the young girl is in danger. Her last location is unknown, but believed to be possibly in Shelby, Jefferson, Bullitt County area. We read that earlier. It's unclear where her parents are. Well, now we know. But cops said that they are refusing to cooperate. Cops gave no further details on the disappearance. We need your help to locate missing 4-year-old Kennedy. Kennedy. That's the baby. God, that's the little 2-day-old baby in Memphis. That one really shook me the other day. I gotta say, that one shook me. We need your help to locate a missing 4-year-old Kentucky child. All right, let's see. Probably a lot more of the same. Yeah, and this just goes into Harmony Montgomery. I don't know why they combined the stories. Maybe they hadn't covered Harmony, and they just did it that way. But, yeah, please hit the thumbs up, guys. I don't know that it matters, but it's nice. It's nice to do it. And, if you wanted to hit it twice, if you dislike, just hit it twice. It's fine. Just hit it twice. Oh, God. Let me go back and check this Facebook page. Again, they have been super instrumental with getting info out. And like I said, the link for this Facebook page is in the description. Let me see. I thought I had. Let me see. I guess that is. And then I just have Codi's stuff. Okay. Let me see. Look at this picture, y'all. Look at this little sweet baby. It said this picture was a screenshot from Abby's Instagram. Look how cute. She looks like a tall little baby. Here's the flyer. There's mom, boyfriend. They're not cooperating. Kentucky law allows grandparents to request visitation with their grandchildren at any time. You know what is crazy? Well, it's not crazy, but a little fun fact. Tennessee has no grandparent rights, but Kentucky apparently does. Now, I have seen, I've seen in cases in Tennessee where, yeah, I would say, yeah, it's not needed. But then I see all these cases like this, and it is kind of important. The grandparent rights, I don't know. I guess you could go either way. The court will consider the best interest of the child or children to make a decision. Grandparents will need to prove or establish a case for the request for visitation. But like I said, in Tennessee, no grandparent rights. Look at her dancing. Poor little girl. Oh, gosh. Man, that's so sad. Man, that's so sad. Oh, man, look at that one. What a little sweetie. I can't see the chat, y'all, so I don't have my other screen pulled up. I forgot. Look at how precious, y'all. And there was no Amber Alert because, yeah, I don't know why, but there wasn't. Criteria, she didn't meet it, which, oh, it looks like she's there with her papa, maybe. Her grandpa, should I say. Oh, man. That reminds us of here. We play the guitar here for our little ones. Oh. Well, I don't. I just sit there and look stupid. Okay, this says, but Grad, I would like to clarify some things. Our great-granddaughter, Serenity, was last seen Christmas 2020. The mother, Abby, lives with her boyfriend along with Serenity. Both families had contact with Abby up until June 2021. Once the communication stopped, her family filed multiple CPS welfare checks. CPS found Abby and her boyfriend and went to the house. Serenity was not there. They were told that she was with her grandma. They would then come back and no answer. They moved and the family could not find them. So they had reached out with CPS from way this reads before they even moved and went off the grid. Once communication stopped, her family filed multiple CPS welfare checks. CPS found Abby and her boyfriend and went to the house. Serenity was not there. They were told she was with her grandmother. They come back, no answer. They moved. The family could not find them. Each time CPS closed the case without ever laying eyes on Serenity. Let me read that again. Let me read this again. Very common thing. They moved and the family could not find them. Each time CPS closed the case without ever laying eyes on Serenity. Because why not? The whole point of Child Protective Services is to make sure the child is protected once you get a report. So why not just file it on out? We're going to close this. We're swamped. Our caseload's too much. We're just going to close it like it never happened, like she never existed. We will do her, actually, we will do her just like her own mother did. We will act just like this never even happened. We'll go off the grid. We'll close the file and everybody's happy, right? No baby. No baby. Finally, both sides of the family. No, finally, both sides. Finally, both sides of the fine. Okay, that's wording. Filed a missing person. Both sides of the family is what it should say, I assume. Filed missing persons report this week. So it took both sides of the family. And who gave authorization to close this case? Authorization. Who gave that? Because I know firsthand, at least in Tennessee, most offices, their supervisor has to close the case. They have to have somebody else saying, hey, this case is wrapped up. Or you yourself have to have a supervisor qualification to close out these babies' cases. They were able to locate Abby and took her boyfriend, but Serenity was not with them. Let's see. They brought them in for questioning, but they will not cooperate. They could not be detained. Here, let me zoom this up. I'm sorry. I didn't. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I can't see the chat, so give me a second. They were able to locate them, but Serenity was not with them. They brought them in for questioning, but they would not cooperate. They could not detain them because CPS reports were closed. I want the person that closed this baby's case. I want them charged. Same with Gabriel Fernandez. They should have never let them CPS workers off. Never. They eventually dropped the charges. That should have never happened. It often takes a whole village to fail a child. I promise you. They are continuing to question them, hoping they will say where she's at. We really appreciate the Shelbyville police for taking this serious now. The attorney general has every agency involved. This includes local, national, FBI, Secret Service, and others. Please refrain from negative comments. Okay. Well, I'm not going to comment, so there's that. We don't have to worry about that. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, everything is zoomed up. I was in a relationship with Dakota Hill, and he was very controlling. Now, this is boyfriend, somebody's account. I was in a relationship with Dakota Hill. He was very controlling, mentally abusive. He controlled me so bad to the point to where if I did anything he didn't want me to do, he would threaten to kill me himself. Oh, you're one of those guys. Oh, you're one of those. Oh, you can't. Nobody will ever love you like I do. Let me guess. He probably also didn't work. And y'all lived off of this baby's back from the government. If I only had to guess. And I could totally be wrong. Because these type people ain't a dime a fucking dozen, right? There's just not a plethora of bum-ass bitch running around right now, right? No. Yeah, not. When we finally broke up after my dad helped me get out of the relationship, he ran into the woods trying to kill himself, and he also jumped in the road as the car was coming. But miraculously, both attempts failed. Funny how that happens, right? Shit. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Sugar Magnolia. Hey, baby. Oh my goodness. I didn't even share the damn screen with what I was looking at. Well, at least y'all could hear me talk. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. I apologize. But that was a Facebook page. Let me go back. Good grief. I suck. All right, this is what I was reading. And y'all did not see the video either. This is the grandmother's account. What the? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. All right, that's what I was reading. This is the picture of her. Let me make sure I'm sharing it. Okay, I apologize, y'all. I didn't realize I wasn't sharing the damn screen. All right, look at this sweet baby. She's a tall girl. How pretty. This is the one I was talking about. Look at her little face. Her eyes are so blue and clear. This is the video that. And see, they're just playing with her. I wonder which side of the fan. Let's see. This is my favorite video of me and my niece. We are going to have one more dance, little lady. I'm sure of it. I wish I wouldn't have read that. Oh my God, dude. Like, these are real people. This is a real baby, man. Oh, God. And this is where I was reading about Kentucky law allows grandparents to request visitation with their grandchildren at any time. All right, let me hop back over here to y'all now that y'all can see the flipping screen. I know, she is adorable. Oh, God. I will never understand how not telling where your child isn't a crime. In Tennessee, it is. Now, thanks to Evelyn Boswell, God rest her soul, we have Evelyn's Law, and it is now against the law if you don't report your child missing immediately. Thank God. It should be a felony, but I digress. I leave it to Beaver. You don't have screen share. I know, sleuth. I'm joking. I'm only reading your messages now. She is precious. Did they find the 2-day-old baby? Yes. Oh, no. They have not found her yet. I don't recall. I do not believe. He confessed, Kathy, to taking Kennedy's life. He said he threw her in the water, because. But no, they have not found her that I'm aware of. Hey, Sugar Magnolia. Let me see. Hey, Tracy. That little wrinkle in her nose. I know. All right, let me see. I guess that's it for right now until, they say what the charges are. It says this picture was taken from a screenshot from Abby's Instagram. It says her little hand looks swollen. Now, that's maybe a little. I don't know. I know people go crazy over the photos, and I've looked at the photos of her. Hell, I was looking at a photo earlier and it's like real close to her head. And I was like, is that lice? And I was like, don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those creators. So I had to get on to myself. Don't be that girl. Don't do it. She is a tall baby. That's what I was thinking too. I have my little 7-year-old's pretty tall. So this is all I have pulled up for Serenity. I guess we're waiting on charges. I assume that shut up, sleuth. Seriously, I was like, oh my God, is that lice? And I was like, yeah, right, girl. You could barely see lice in person on a kid, much less in a picture. Come on, man. Get a grip, Amber, Bieber, whoever you are, third person. Oh, I do. Y'all don't forget. I need to. I know, right? So, y'all remind me. I have a new link I want to share with y'all. All right. So, y'all want to check in. We're going to bounce back and forth a little bit, but let's move on until I get more info about Serenity. And, man, wouldn't it be great if she was just, we just need a break. Don't you got a distant cousin in another state? That would be, ideal. But, we just pray. All right. So let's look at what's going on with Codi. I'll give y'all the most recent thing that's happened. Maybe if I could find it. Okay, here we go. This is the most recent thing that happened today with Codi. Codi Bigsby, missing baby. Dad was arrested with 7 counts of neglect, child neglect. That was the last thing. So this just happened this morning.
That's right. Well, Codi Bigsby, as you all mentioned, was denied bond in court this morning, and the Commonwealth's attorney in court revealed that he had actually been convicted of going AWOL in the military, and the judge said that made him wonder, would he appear in court? You know, is he a flight risk? So with that and some other considerations, he was not given bond today. Now, the defense attorney, Jeffrey Ambrose, did call Bigsby's estranged wife to the stand. She testified that she would help him with any court requirements if he was given bond. Ambrose tells us they have multiple children together and she lives in the 757. Now, to point out, her children are not the same children who were in the home when these alleged child neglect incidences took place. The Commonwealth's attorney also brought up that the Julia Tomlin case, he says it's who were in the home when these alleged child neglect incidences, he was given bond. Ambrose tells us they have multiple children together and she lives in the 757. Now, to point out, her children are not the same children who were in the home when these alleged child neglect incidences took place.
What the?
Commonwealth's attorney also brought up that the Julia Tomlin case, he says it's very identical in a lot of ways. And so he brought up, charged with child neglect when a child was missing. So he kind of brought in some ties with that case as well. Now, Ambrose says that he has filed an appeal for the bond hearing. So we should hear more about that in the next week or so. So I'll be sure to report how that goes. As of now, though, Bigsby's preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 5th at 12:30. We'll have another update in about 30 minutes. In Hampton, I'm Aisha Tolliver, 10 on your side.
Aisha, thank you. 10 on your side. We'll continue to follow new developments in the Codi Bigsby case.
Y'all want me to tell y'all what I was thinking the other day? Hey, Maureen. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to go back and listen in just a second because that's crazy. Yeah, April is far off. But you know what I was thinking? Because remember, up until they arrested him on the child neglect, he was voluntarily at the police station, just hanging out. Well, who was I listening to? Oh, Ike and Mel. They had a Facebook feed. They were, live. I guess it was a family member or something, but they were like, they won't let him, this, and they're not this, and why won't this? He was there voluntarily. Voluntarily. Now, he knows what happened to this child. I mean, come on, cut the shit. Cut the shit. He knows what happened, right? You know what I think? The minute they said military background, I thought, he's trolling these police. He's toying with them. That's what I thought. Any other person that was just like a run-of-the-mill, person that does this to their kids, they would have been so far out of Dodge. It's not funny. Catch me if you can. Figure it out. Oh, no, not Codi Bigsby. No, Codi Bigsby stood right there, right? 20 years military experience. He definitely knows what he's doing. I 100% agree, Sleuth. I think he was trolling them police. I think he was trolling them. He probably sitting there like, y'all know, like a CSI show or something where, they got this crazy killer and they're like trying to figure him out. They're profiling him and all this stuff. Meanwhile, Perp's just sitting there like, yeah, unbothered. That military background speaks volumes to me. It really does. On the sunshine has made my dogs wild. You're gonna hear sitting at the, let's see, needs to be knocked out. Yeah. Well, at least they got him there, right? And he's not going anywhere till April because his bond was denied. So thank God. I want to hear this again though, because there was a lot of little nuggets of information in this.
as you all mentioned, was denied bond in court this morning. And the Commonwealth's attorney in court revealed that he had actually been convicted of going AWOL in the military. And the judge said that made him wonder, would he appear in court? You know, is he a flight risk? So with that and some other considerations, he was not given bond today. Now, the defense attorney, Jeffrey Ambrose, did call Bigsby's estranged wife to the stand. She testified that she would help him with any court requirements if he was given bond. Ambrose tells us they have multiple children together and she lives in the 757. Now, to point out, her children are not the same children who were in the home when these alleged child neglect incidences took place.
Then who the hell's kids are these? What is going on? Corey has got a vet pension, so AWOL charge didn't amount to anything. Probably a bit of detention and then back on duty. Really? Yeah. I don't know a whole lot, but that does sound, in my personal opinion, I think he knows where the baby is. I do too. I do too. Good day. I do too. I 100% agree. I do too.
The Commonwealth's attorney also brought up that the Julia Tomlin case, he says it's very identical in a lot of ways. And so
I thought it was Noah Tomlin, but I could be totally wrong. I know I wanted to look in that case. So Sleuth, he got 7 counts though. He has 8 kids, 7 counts. So yeah, I guess we're missing a whole mom. Is that the problem? We're missing a whole nother mom? Is that what's happening? Good grief, man.
he brought up, charged with child neglect when a child was missing. So he kind of brought in some ties with that case as well. Now, Ambrose says that he has filed an appeal for the bond hearing. So we should hear more about that in the next week or so. So I'll be sure to report how that goes. As of now, though, Bigsby's preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 5th at 12:30. We'll have another update in about 30 minutes. In Hampton, I'm Aisha Tolliver.
They said they'll have another update in about 20 minutes. Sure. He went A1 for 5 hours. Oh, I thought I read 5 years at first. He was 18. They just picked his ass up and took him back. Damn. He can't even disappear for the day, huh, Shar? The mother lives in D.C. Okay. 4 kids are older than his previous wife, and then he had 4 living with him. Gotcha. Yeah, I said that too. So did somebody else in the chat. The arraignment is a long ways off. So let's see what's going on with the Codi. Because that's what's going on with his dad, who just, figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to let y'all figure it out. So, all right. So this is what's been going on. All right. I saw that denied. Okay. Now, this is kind of old, but let's look at it. Hold on, Dazed. I didn't see that, but I'll read it in a second when I get back to the chat. Oh, this is the site that's muted. No, it's not. No, it's not. Never mind. All right. Let's see. Why? Here we go. Hold on. I'm having a sad. All right. Forensic unit gathered evidence for Codi Bigsby's Hampton apartment as search for missing Tyler enters 2nd week. Now, like I said, this is a couple days old. I was out last week. Well, at least the second part of the week. All right. Let's see. Well, so what do y'all think? Y'all think Corey's just gonna sit on all this info? Probably. They did lawyer up. They did definitely lawyer up. His sister went from couldn't shut the hell up to I can't talk about anything. I've been advised not to talk. That was the last I saw about that. Let me see. Okay. Come on. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to. I've only said it for the whole time I've been streaming. I need to go see the Geek Squad. We would just wait together in silence. What is going on with this man? All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Balloons or toys and to create a place to continue to hope for a positive outcome.
Here we go.
So it's day 7 in that search for Codi Bigsby, and the community is growing tired. They're looking for answers, and they're just trying to keep hope alive. And earlier today, officers were seen coming in and out of Codi Bigsby's apartment with brown evidence bags. Police tell us they're focusing on evidence and intelligence they received to further the investigation. And nearby at Buckrow Beach.
Oh, I'm not muted. I meant to mute. Hey, Dirty Lies and Alibis. Welcome, baby. She says, sister trying to control narrative for Corey. 100%. Anybody that listened to that, anything she said, that's exactly what she was trying to do. Let me see. Corey also went AWOL. Yeah. That's what they just said in the last thing we listened to. Let me see. They gotta check his cell phone locations. Yeah, the baby mama is a dancer. Didn't want the kids, according to sister. Well, I'm sorry. Being a stripper ain't no reason to get rid of your damn kids. Good grief. People are so ridiculous. Are any of the school personnel being held accountable? There are now, as far as your Callie, and welcome, baby. Callie's talking about the Michigan school shooter. There are lawsuits against the school, and we are going to get to the Crumleys here in just a minute. That's the next one we're going to talk about. But yeah, there are lawsuits. Absolutely. And welcome to the stream. Rumor has it that the sister has not been staying at the house he bought. Oh, Lord. You don't believe a word. Yeah, she doesn't seem very likable. She seems very much like she's trying to, change the reality of what the hell's going on. Yeah, but I knew she was full of shit because she's like, well, they won't let us talk to him. They won't let us this. They won't let us this. He's not. He's fucking there voluntarily. So exactly how is that the police's fault? Literally, he was there voluntarily. Like, get the hell out of here. It was so dumb to me. You can't say that in one breath and then he can leave and talk to anybody he wants to in the next. Come on, man.
It's day 7 in that search for Codi Bigsby, and the community is growing tired. They're looking for answers, and they're just trying to keep hope alive. And earlier today, officers were seen coming in and out of Codi Bigsby's apartment with brown evidence bags. Police tell us they're focusing on evidence and intelligence they received to further the investigation. And nearby at Buckrow Beach, a tree was decorated this weekend for people to come and say a prayer for Codi, leave balloons or toys, and create a place to continue to hope for a positive outcome. Lene Holmes with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says there are a few things community members can do to keep hope alive. The first is to keep sharing his picture. She says often children are found because someone recognizes a picture. She says it's also important to remain vigilant and hopeful even as more time passes.
What a troll, huh, Sleuth?
We know that those first 48 hours are crucial in getting a child home quickly and safely and minimizing the harm that may have been done. But I am here to tell you that children come home every day. We never stop looking for children, and we never give up hope.
Unless you're Serenity. They just
and
closed
if you have
the
any
case.
information, you are asked to call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. Live in Hampton, Ellen Ice, News 3.
We've been following this case closely since it broke last week, and you can find an entire timeline of events on WTK.
What a piece of poop. Sleuth says, when asked when the last time she saw Codi, she said, none of your business. I'm going to stand out here and run my mouth constantly. But the most important question that I already know people are going to ask me, I'm going to say, go fuck yourself. When's the last time I seen him? I'm none of your business. I'm just standing out here to say the police suck. That's what I'm doing. My brother's good. Everybody else sucks. Well, it doesn't work that way. Where's the baby? Like, why you run defense on pieces of shit? Let me tell you something. I'm not defending my own kid if they are fucked up like this. It's not happening. Like, How are people so blind to other people? It ain't about loyalty sometimes. It ain't about blood sometimes. It's about right or wrong. Are we adults? Are we adults? Like, what the hell is going on with people? None of your business. Well, take your ass back to the police station and lie about how you can't talk to your brother. Like, why are you out here talking to people then? What the hell? None of your business. You know people gonna ask you that shit. None of your business. No, it ain't none of our business. It certainly ain't. I wish I never knew about any of these kids because I wish it never happened. God, great. None of your business. Oh my God. Come the fuck on, man. Really? I can understand at this point with the Summerwells case, it's none of your business. Okay, fine. It's none of our business. This baby just went missing. You know the first thing people are going to say, when's the last time you saw the baby? Hello? Come on, man. I don't know, man. Maybe my brain's wired differently. I don't know. Seems like a fish story to me. All right. I got another one. Let's see. Oh, this was for Serenity, but I guess we already pretty much informed. Let me see. Denied bond. So let me see. I thought I had here. No. Here we go. This is the one I want to look at. Excuse me. Hello, AP.
Serious, sometimes fatal.
All right, come on. Oh man, I should have gotten out of all those little videos on my laptop. Okay, here we go. This is what's awful to me. And it's telling, and you know, I told y'all they're going to act as if, but at some point, you know, they either will say it or they will just act accordingly to a recovery mission. And
tell your doctor if you've been
there is no more searches with law enforcement. I don't remember what I was listening to last night when I fell asleep, but it was a community member and they were upset, you know, why are the police just stop looking? You know, I mean, and you know why, you know, but it's awful. Oh, and this site's muted. Hold on. Let me see. Unmute. All right. Let me refresh this because who knows what video it's on now. All right. Yeah. All right, hold on. Skip ad. Okay.
Community-led searches for Codi Bigsby are winding down, with some groups holding their last organized search today. Although searches are getting smaller, people still want to get the word out about Codi's disappearance. Casey Baylor explains what they suggest you can do to help.
Just makes you want to hold your kids closer.
H-Doc, yes,
Signs,
they did get
balloons,
arrested.
and lit candles all sit by a soccer field next to Buckrow Point apartment townhomes, the home of Codi Bigsby. Tanya Johnson lives nearby, and before heading off to run errands Monday morning, she dropped off this teddy bear, something her kids asked her to do.
They felt like he's alone and that he needed something to kind of make him feel comfortable because they think he's here.
She says she doesn't know Codi, but her kids saw him playing just 2 weeks before his father, Codi Bigsby, reported him missing. Many others stopped by too, holding on to hope.
You know, we pray that we make sure that he, comes home.
As the love grows for Codi, some organized searches are winding down.
Working strategically with the police department, we don't want to be redundant in the areas that we're canvassing.
Uganda Sample Jones brought multiple organizations together to search for Codi last week. She says because these groups aren't getting much communication from police this week, they are taking a step
because they're done talking.
Searches.
Sad. They need to let this community know something.
People are aware. Just notifying people, hey, there's still a 4-year-old baby missing.
But she doesn't want that to stop you from doing your own search for Codi if you can.
So be safe when you're in the woods. Be safe when looking for baby Codi, and always keep in mind that we want to keep the integrity.
Well, Aunt says it's none of your business.
In Hampton, Casey
Can't
Baylor,
believe that.
News Now.
Well, Sample Jones expected her group to have its last organized search today. Black Lives Matter 757 posted to social media that it was also holding its last organized search today.
That's awful. So no more searches. No more searches for little baby. The community, a few of them are doing something, but I mean, pretty much the police are pretty much saying we're in a recovery mission without saying we're in a recovery mission. Like, where are you looking? You know, why quit? Because I don't know why quit. I'm not God. I don't know. They haven't formally come out and said anything, but just to, like literally they had stations. They were doling people out here, doling people out there. Y'all go here, sign in sheet, click a scan, all this other shit, right? And now all of a sudden, nothing. So for me, it's what they don't say. Maybe they have information that says, hey, we don't think he's alive. They took a lot of evidence out of that house. And it was only when they took that evidence out of that house when they stopped looking. Next court date's in April. So I don't know, guys. I mean, why stop a recovery search? Well, no. What I mean, like boots on the ground, like the community looking in that area. They're not doing that anymore. That's what I mean. Now, recovery, that could be anything. I don't know. Well, like Kalishi, they're still in a recovery effort in a whole nother state for her. And they ransacked a house, and then we didn't hear anything. Last we heard was it was a recovery mission, and they ransacked that house, right? But we never heard anything. They were at the apartment all night last night. So they're still bringing out evidence. Sleuth Mom, why would you think that they have stopped searching? Just for me, I feel like they probably know something, and they don't have enough to tell the public, and they're not going to stop their community from looking. That's the way it looks to me. They will wait for intel tips for a location to look. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. To me, it feels like that they have reason to believe, but that chief was very straight up, right? And he said, it's a missing case. We're looking. But 21 years in the military, he voluntarily stays at the police station for an entire week. I don't know. Seemed like a fish story. Hey, AP. I feel like they know he's gone much longer than reported. Oh, I agree too. I think so too. It really makes me wonder what the hell's going on with these parents. Someone at the apartment knows more. You think? It's possible. I mean, where the hell were these people at when these babies is left at home by themselves? Like, what? Let me tell you something. I can't even go 10 minutes up the street from my 17 and my 7-year-old. Like, Mom, will you tell him this? Mom, will you tell him that? Yeah, I wish I would. I can't even go outside. Like, I have to have all eyes on my 7-year-old at all times. I never in my life. He's not here right now. So y'all like, oh, you're in here screaming. Well, he's at school. But I promise you, if his ass was here, I would not be in here streaming. All right, let's check in on the Crumleys. Let's see what's going on with these guys. I want to see some of the share some of the hearing with y'all that I was listening to earlier. Now, it's long. This is preliminary. So we are not going to be watching all this, but I do want y'all to see some of the stuff that I saw earlier. And they are back in session. So I don't know where. Let's see. Ethan needs help. People in the side chat, Ethan needs help. No shit. No shit. He's in an adult prison for a school shooting. You think? God, people, please think before you type. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to be looking at the chat. I'll be mad the whole damn time. Okay. I want to hear this guy and the lady after him. And like I said, the link for this is in the description. And this one, well, For content
This is
creators, this one
1:30,
should be okay
1:25.
because it's actual news. And but I guess the Law and Order one, I think they make copyright or whatever. But the link is in the description. So, and there's like one part that cuts out. This is the horse trainer. Here, let me show y'all what I'm looking at. So this is a horse trainer because they had horses. She's somewhat interesting, but you know, I want y'all to hear Jennifer, the mother. I want y'all to hear her boss and her employees that she works with. Okay, and I'm gonna put it on higher speed. And we're, like I said, we're not going to watch all this. We're just going to listen to probably about 10 minutes of it. I found it very fascinating, a lot of the stuff, because she was in contact with her work the whole time where she's trying to get to the school. She shows the, she sends this guy the picture of what her son drew, the test where he drew all the horrible things. Nobody loves me. It's over. You know, bloody people, guns. I want to shoot people, all that shit. The reason the parents got called to begin with. Well, she sends this to him. This is what I'm dealing with. Now, I'm telling you right now, for one, I'm not sharing that shit with nobody but my husband. If my kid did, I'm taking him out of school, you know, but you know, the mom, they're going to go through about the horses too. The horses are important. And when you're listening, you'll be like, why is this important? Well, it's important because she shows a lot more on text in the workspace. She shows a lot more care and concern over these horses. You know, these horses had medical things going on. Well, she would go out there and tend with the horses, get their medical needs taken care of. I mean, it's, God, man, the more I know, because I was looking at them, I was like, man, these are just basic ass parents, man. Basic ass blue collar parents, you know, and I feel a little pang of damn, you know, that are they? Yeah, they're responsible. 100% they failed this kid. You might as well have put him up in an apartment by his damn self and just paid the bills. Screaming from the rooftop, this kid was. I'm done. But let's just listen. I got it sped up. If it's too fast, just tell me. I listen to everything in high speed. Is that too fast?
Additionally, if you keep your voice up so everybody can hear you, that would be helpful. I will leave it up to you as to whether or not you're comfortable removing your mask. If you want to remove your mask and you're comfortable doing so, you may. As you can see, we do have plexiglass around the witness stand, and so we can keep it on. Okay.
I'll see what goes. Okay.
Sorry.
I'll see
It's
the
really difficult to hear you. And then you do need to keep your voice up.
Okay.
If you can please state and spell both your first and last name for the record.
Andrew Smith, ANDREW SMITH.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, you're a lawyer, correct?
Correct.
In fact, you practiced in front of this judge and you're familiar with going to court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Volume good, right?
And can you tell me what your position is now, though?
I work as Chief Operations Officer for a real estate company.
Okay. And what are your duties?
Managing operations of the company, of the portfolio of properties.
And how many employees are in the company?
Approximately 700.
All right. Do you know Jennifer Crumbley?
Yes.
Do you know James Crumbley?
No.
All right. Do you see Jennifer Crumbley in the courtroom here today?
Yes, I do.
Can you describe something she's wearing?
She's wearing the black and white, let's see, prison clothing and a mask.
Can the record reflect that he's properly identified, Mrs. Jennifer Crumbley? When did Jennifer Crumbley begin working for the company?
I think she began working approximately 5 years ago.
And were you her direct supervisor?
I was most recently.
This is important because he talks about on that day,
I think 2 years.
she's in communication with her job while it's
She was the marketing
happening.
director in charge of the marketing for the entire company and the portfolio of properties.
Okay, you got to keep your voice
Excuse
way
me.
up.
She was a marketing director for the company.
Okay, and as a marketing director, what does that entail? What kinds of mediums or services is she overseeing?
Responsible for marketing the property, the asset, responsible for social media, for reviews, ratings, online reviews, website, web-related materials, working with third-party vendors, working with the properties on their internal, external marketing portfolio, things of that nature.
Okay, and the company has all social media?
Yes, we have a large social media platform for the properties.
Instagram,
I believe so, yes, yes,
Facebook,
yes.
Twitter?
I don't think Twitter.
Okay. So what were Jennifer Crumbley's work hours?
Standard 40 hours a week. I think she came in at 8 o'clock or before, leave around 4 o'clock.
Was that the same every day?
I believe so for the most part, yes.
And in your company, do employees have to choose which hours they work and work the same every day, or is it flexible?
It's somewhat flexible. We want a 40-hour work week, 8-hour days, and we give some flexibility.
I know it seems
And do you
unimportant
allow
right now,
employees
but
to work
context.
We have when needed,
Just
yes.
wait for it.
Has Jennifer Crumbley ever worked from home?
I believe so at times, yes.
Would you describe your company as family friendly?
Yes, very much.
How so?
I think we're very family friendly. If there's ever a need for time for a family issue, it's always been granted.
Okay. Taking you back to November 30th, do you remember that day?
I do.
And do you remember having any contact with Jennifer Crumbley?
I do.
Can you tell the court what was your first contact?
I received a text message from Miss Crumbley that morning at about 10 a.m.
Was it a text or Facebook Messenger?
A text message on phone.
Is that how you normally communicated with her?
In person, by email, or by phone.
Text or Facebook Messenger is what I mean.
Oh, text message would be
Okay.
yes, text.
About approximately what time was that, if you know?
I believe 10 a.m.
And what were you doing at the time?
It's driving.
Okay. Your Honor, I think at this point I'd like to approach with people's proposed 8, and I believe there's a stipulation to it. May I approach? Yes. And that's correct, Your Honor.
I'm blown away by how much she communicated with her work.
Okay, Mr. Smith,
Truthfully.
what are you looking at? What did I just hand you?
You handed me what appears to be a text thread from Miss Crumbley.
And two.
Mrs. Crumbley. And me, myself, correct.
Okay, so can you tell the court again exactly what time did you first hear from her?
10:05 a.m.
And you were where at the time?
I was driving my vehicle.
Okay, did you get a good look at the text?
I saw that she texted me while driving that she was going to her child's school to meet with a counselor.
Okay, was that something that she's required to do if she leaves work?
You're supposed to let your supervisor know if you're going to be leaving work, yes.
Okay. And did you respond?
No.
All right, may I publish the exhibit? Okay, so the worksheet, which has also previously been exhibited, entered into evidence. She
What
also
she's
attached
talking
the math worksheet. correct?
That he
Correct,
drew
yes.
on. She sent
All right,
it to
and
her
what
boss.
exactly- Can you read the text that she sent?
I have to go to my kid's school. Counselor just called, and this is what I'm dealing with. I'll be back by 11:30, 12 at the latest.
And then what was the next communication you had with Jennifer Crumbley?
I believe I saw her at work around noon that day.
Did you take a good look at that worksheet?
Not that, I mean, I did, but not at that time.
Okay, so you said you saw her later at work. Do you know what time that was?
It was approximately 12 p.m.
Okay, and where did you see her?
Same day, girl,
I saw
right
the copy
before the
room
school
in her
shooting,
office.
Maureen.
And just to stop you, did you know anything about her son?
No, nothing more than maybe small talk.
Okay, did she ever talk about her son with you?
Not really, no. Maybe some small talk here and there, but not much at all, no.
Did she talk about anything that she did outside of work?
Very little. She talked about her, horses, and she owned horses, and she really enjoyed horses. Maybe vacation here or there, a little travel, but not a lot, no.
Okay. So the next time you saw Jennifer,
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry, you
picture
said-
that he drew, the reason why
Was
they
around
got
about
caught,
12
she
p.m.
sent
that
it
day.
to her
Okay,
boss.
and what was did you have a conversation with her?
I don't
And
know.
what was
Weird.
the conversation about?
I recall asking her how things were, how she was doing, and she had said that her son needed to get some counseling. And I think she mentioned his dog, a family pet had passed away, and a grandparent had passed away recently, and she felt like she was failing or failed him.
I'm sorry.
And I think his
I think
best
that
friend
she
went to
was-
treatment
She felt
also.
as if she was failing him or a failure.
All right. When she said she had to get counseling, did she say why?
No. Oh, she said, she didn't say why. She just mentioned that a family pet had passed away, a grandparent had passed away, but she didn't say why.
Did she
needed it.
tell you what the situation was at school?
No, just that she was told she needed to get some counseling for her son.
Okay, and her son was not with her, correct?
No, not when I was talking to her, no.
Okay. By the way, you do allow kids to come to your workplace, right?
It's happened, yeah, quite a
Okay.
bit actually.
Can you tell the court what was on Jennifer Crumbley's schedule that day?
I know we had a meeting scheduled to visit a property that afternoon.
And did you talk to her about going to the meeting?
Yes.
When did you speak with her?
We may have talked before the 30th, but we talked that day, that afternoon.
Where did you have that conversation?
Shortly after we talked in the copy room, so maybe 20 minutes, half hour later, her and another colleague and I had a brief conversation about the property visit that afternoon and about some phone calls we had scheduled the next day.
And was she required to go to that meeting?
She was invited, not required.
Did you tell her she had to go?
No.
Did you tell her she didn't have to go?
At that meeting, I mentioned to her, it was her choice. She did not need to come. I did say that, yes.
Okay. And if she had not returned
Very
to
important
work
because
that
she tells the school she
what would
can't
have
stay
happened
because of a
to
meeting.
Jennifer
She
Crumbley
can't
at
take
her
him right
workplace?
then because of a meeting.
I'm confused. If she
Would
had
she have been
decided
disciplined if she didn't come back to work that afternoon
for,
after she went to the school? Thanks, Judge.
I don't know, not at all.
Okay. What is the protocol if somebody has to leave for an issue with their child or something else?
Well, we have a PTO policy, but when it comes to
What does PTO stand for?
paid time off,
Okay.
which you would submit your time on an online portal. But if you had a family issue, you would always be granted time for a family, whatever it may be.
Okay. And did she ever request to leave
that day after she went to the school and came back?
She never requested, but she did leave that day. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay.
And which I
What
did
was the
miss is
next
she had
time that
planned
you
on still
spoke to
going to her
Jennifer
horse
after,
practices
you had a
earlier.
meeting
That
about
was the first witness.
the schedule that day?
The next time I spoke to her was briefly when I heard her screaming down the hallway.
How far away is your office from hers?
10 feet.
Okay, and what you said you heard screaming?
Yeah, I heard some loud yelling, screaming.
And what did you do?
I heard it. I think I was on a call or Zoom, and I
wanted to just tell y'all really quickly what I was saying earlier. She told the school she could not take Ethan with her when they called over the picture he drew. She told the school, I cannot take him with me. I have a meeting, which he just said that here. But at the same time, that's why it's important to go back, if y'all are into watching trials. But she tells her horse trainer, yes, she says, I had to go to school. This is what I'm dealing with. She sends the horse trainer also the picture, right? And but she says, will you be coming for your lessons? Will you be coming here? There was something that it's a boarding place that the horses are at. So Jennifer needed to bring something for the horse, and she had a riding lesson at 4:30. Now, when she called after the appointment and said she had to go to school, she called the horse lady or texted the horse lady, and she said, are you still coming this afternoon at 4:30 for your horse for the stables? Mom says yes. So after the meeting, even after they called her to the school, she still planned on going to her work meeting. And she also, after the work meeting, planned on going to the stables. So Ethan was not on her freaking priority list. Even after receiving this extremely disturbing thing, even the horse trainer says you could have, okay, Serenity, mom and boyfriend charges custodial interference. Okay, thank you, Sleuth Mom. So even with all that being said, she was still worried about these damn horses. So, and right now where he's at is when she just finds out about the shooting. So this is where we're at. I just wanted to kind of keep y'all, let y'all know what was going on. But like this, I don't know. It's like, it's almost like she's unself-aware. I would have never sent that information, that picture to my boss, to the stable lady, who she's not really even close with. She's really not close with these people. She speaks with them sporadically, but she's really not close. Not close enough to show that your son is having a mental break and he's got these violent imagery. For me, I would have never done that. I would have went straight to the, and I'm not a perfect fucking parent. I fail every day, I'm just saying it's so weird. And even the employees and people thought it was weird.
walked out of my office to see what was going on, and I saw and heard Mrs. Crumbley say that there was an active shooter at her child's school, and she had to go.
And did she leave?
She did.
And I assume you didn't have a problem with that.
I said go.
Okay. Well, did you hear from her again that day?
Yes.
Can you tell the court how did you hear? Was it a text or call?
I received.
I'm not sure, Maureen.
2 phone calls that day.
Do you know what time those occurred?
I received text message about 20-30 minutes after she left.
Okay, let's. We have the exhibit published. And can you read that text that came in at 1:23 p.m.?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know if you know how long after, how long it was from the time she left to the time she sent that text?
I think 20-30 minutes.
Okay, can you read the text?
The gun is gone and so are the bullets.
Okay. What?
Now, when I heard this, I initially thought that she sent the wrong message. When they read this, when I was listening to it earlier, I thought she meant to send that to her husband, but she sent it to her boss. The gun's gone and so are the bullets. You send this to your boss, and that's why I thought I bet she was trying to send it to her husband. But yeah, like what the hell? And Maureen, yeah, I don't know how the pet died, but he also did torture animals. But he seemed to also be upset about the pet dying. So I don't really know. I believe forensic from the apartment is going to come back. Yeah, I do too, Connie. I do too. She's probably behind in the video. I'm almost like he's proud of it. Yeah. Yeah. And they're going to go into our social media and the gun and all this other shit. But yeah, it's wild.
When she texts, the gun is gone and so are the bullets. Did you know anything about a gun at this point?
Not at all, no.
And what did you think when you received that?
I didn't know what she was saying. I was concerned.
Okay, and what happened after that?
I texted her back. I said, I'm praying everything is okay. I didn't know what to say at the time.
Did you know that there was a gun or bullets in the home at all?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Not what?
Not that I was
Yeah,
aware of,
it's
no.
weird, H
So
dot.
had you had a previous conversation with Jennifer Crumbley about guns?
None that I recall, no.
Okay. And do you follow her on social media?
Yes, at the time I did.
Okay. And do you regularly look at her posts?
I don't regularly, but I see her post. I would see her post time to time, yes.
And did you ever remember seeing a post about
Oh, she pleads for her job too.
I remember
It's
seeing
crazy.
a post about a shooting range.
before the 30th?
I don't recall before or after. I don't recall.
Okay. And what did she respond? When did the first phone call come?
It was about 1:30, 1:25, 1:30.
So was it before the next text?
Yes, I believe it was. Yes. Yes.
Okay. What was the phone call? It was to your phone?
She called my cell phone, correct.
And then what did you do?
I'd walked down to our HR director's office
And what is
when
her
I was
name?
Kathy Poliquin.
Okay.
When I received this text, I was, I believe, in a hearing on a Zoom meeting, and I stepped away because I was concerned by what I had just received and learned, and walked down to our HR director's office. When in her office, I received the phone call.
And did you have the phone on speaker, or did you just take the call in her office?
I took the call and put it on speaker.
Okay. And what did Jennifer say?
I recall her saying she was trying to get to her child's school. She sounded frantic. You could hear an ambulance or sirens in the background, and that their gun was missing, or their gun was missing.
When she said, how did she describe the gun?
She says it over the phone to him as well.
Okay.
He put her on speaker with the
What
other
did you
boss.
say, if anything?
Kathy and I both told her, you need to call the police.
And what did she say?
She said that my husband is at home and already called the police.
Okay. And then did the call end right then, or was there more conversation?
I don't recall more. I think it ended shortly after. We might have said.
Now, with the oversharing, let me play devil's advocate for a second. Maybe she was just lost her rabbit ass mind and she didn't know what to do. And there is no blueprint on when your son goes and shoots up the school. So maybe she is just talking to them as if, because she isn't talking to anybody else. But I'm like, why is she on the phone with her work, for crying out loud? She screamed down the hallway. Okay, go. There's a school shooting. Okay, go. And then they go. And then she's still talking to her work. It's insane to me. But maybe she just, like, her brain broke. Like, she didn't know what to do or think. No, I'm talking to my husband. The entire freaking time I'm talking to my husband. There's no way around it. He's our kid. I'm talking to him. But they do a lot of talking here before too long, where they plan their escape, which fails miserably,
Said, please let us know if you need anything, but I don't recall exactly anymore.
Okay. And after that, then you received the next text?
Yes, I believe so.
And what does it say?
OMG, Andy, he's going to kill himself. He must be the shooter.
And then the next text?
I need a lawyer at substation with police.
And then what else?
Ethan did it.
Okay. What was your response at this point?
Complete shock.
And what did you do?
I let my HR director know at the time. We didn't really know what to do. We were looking for the story online to see if everyone was okay. We didn't know what was going on. We were really concerned, greatly concerned and shocked at what we were learning.
Did she make another phone call to you?
Yes.
Do you know when that occurred?
That was about 2:15, I think.
Okay, so there was what was the 2:15 call about? And who was present?
I was in our HR director's office. I put it on speaker, and she had said she had saw her son at the police station. I recall her saying that, and I recall her saying that she asked if I could recommend a lawyer.
And what did you say?
At the time, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of
Yeah, like, why are you thinking about that? Your employees can't even think.
Why couldn't you think of a lawyer? I assume you know a lot of lawyers.
I do. I was completely in shock and overwhelmed by what we had learned. I couldn't think of anyone that would in a million years be able to suggest for this matter.
Okay.
I didn't even know where to start.
Okay, and then the next time you hear from Jennifer Crumbley is when?
I received a text at 3:39 p.m. that day.
Okay, and what does the text say?
I need my job. Please don't judge me for what my son did.
And what did you think about that?
I was surprised by that text.
Why is that?
I was surprised she was worried about her job at the time. I thought she'd be more worried about what was going on.
And at that point, was the news public?
Yes, we had learned there was a shooting. We were still finding out more, but we learned that there was an active shooting at the school. Yes.
Okay, one moment, Your Honor.
Please don't fire me. Don't judge me for what my son did. This is later in the afternoon. Like, the whole office is shook. They're like, what's going on? They see this picture. And now there's a school shooting. The gun's missing. The bullets are missing. Like, she's completely oversharing. it's literally like she is just scrambling. Like, where is dad? What I mean, oh God, it's insane to me. Like, it's crazy to me. And then here at some point in the trial, an affair's brought up. She tells the horse trainer that she barely talks about her son, but she does mention to the horse trainer that she thinks that her husband may have had an affair. Like, what?
Just for clarification, I know that this is about stipulated too. I just want the record to be clear that it's been admitted pursuant to stipulation.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, at some point that meeting you spoke of that Mrs. Crumbley, would you consider optional that she go to that meeting?
Yeah, she was invited. She did not have to attend.
Did it actually take place?
No.
Why didn't it take place?
With what happened that day was the last thing we were worried about was going to visit her property.
Okay, nothing further.
I know, right, Cement?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
My name is Shannon Smith. I'm a lawyer representing Jennifer Crumbley. If I ask any confusing questions, please let me know.
Okay.
You testified that the company is family friendly, correct?
Correct.
If people need time off to do things for their children, your company is flexible and allows that to happen.
Yes.
And in terms of with Jennifer Crumbley, you were aware Ethan was her son.
Yes.
And while you didn't discuss Ethan very often, she didn't make it any secret she had Ethan as her son, correct?
No, I knew she had a son named Ethan. Yes.
Okay. And did you see that she had photographs of him playing soccer up in her office?
It sounds familiar. Yes.
And most of what you and Jennifer talk about,
She's trying to establish that, they did know about Ethan.
Yes.
would you describe Jennifer as being somebody who's very conscientious about her work?
Yes.
And would you agree with me that she's a definite go-getter, wanting to get promotions, wanting to make more money, wanting to get further ahead?
She was definitely professional and very good. She was good at her job and handled herself very well. Yes.
The position that she was in on November 30th, that position, I think you said, was director of marketing. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the director role was actually a newer role for Jennifer. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe
Hold on.
A year and a half.
Okay. So prior.
Yes, you're right, Cement. At the very, very beginning, they were talking about on the Zoom, and they were saying that they were making gestures at each other and that they didn't want them to do that. But I will look up exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, I am familiar with it. And they did get reprimanded at the very beginning of the hearing about that.
Her being in that position, she was in a lower position and she had worked up to being a director.
Yes.
Ma'am, nobody gives a shit if your kid is
I
struggling.
believe so. Yes.
And okay, so you've been in touch with her and working with her the entire time she's been employed at the company, correct?
She didn't report to me until she became the director of marketing, but we would have had interaction.
Everybody witness the excuse?
Yes.
Any objection?
No objection.
No objection. No.
I'm gonna take the 5-minute break. Thank you.
In what capacity? Real estate management company, correct?
Correct.
Okay, what's your title there?
Director of Human Resources.
Okay, and again, remembering to try to match the volume of my voice, what do you oversee? What are your duties?
I oversee all human resource functions, all the employees.
This is the other woman in the room that they put
including
on
our corporate
that
office,
she was on
anything
speaker
dealing
with
payroll,
at work.
benefits, disciplinary, hiring, firing, anything human resource related.
And how long have you done that job?
16 years.
Okay, do you know Jennifer Crumbley?
Yes.
Do you know James Crumbley?
No.
Do you see Jennifer here in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you describe something she's wearing to her?
Sugar, I know. I was
black
like
and white jumpsuit.
just
Any reference to
entranced.
Crumbley identify Jennifer Crumbley?
It's insane.
When did you first meet Jennifer Crumbley?
Almost 5 years ago.
Okay, is that when she began working there?
Yes.
All right, and when she was hired, what was her position?
Marketing assistant.
What was her position at the time she left? She was terminated.
Director of marketing.
And what was your interaction with Jennifer? How frequent was your interactions? Were your interactions?
Minimal.
Did you ever socialize or see her outside of work?
Minimal.
In what capacity?
Just a few Facebook text.
Casual.
So listen.
Were you friends?
Friendly friends.
And did she ever share anything personal with you?
Very minimal.
What did you know about her based on what she told you?
That I know she loves horses. I know that she helped at the ski patrol at Pine Knob.
I'm sorry, the what?
Ski patrol.
Ski patrol at Pine Knob, okay.
Yes. And just minimally giving me some information when her husband had lost a job and he took a job with DoorDash.
And when did she tell you he took the job with DoorDash?
A few months ago.
Did you know
Got
she
a
had
son.
Also, a job he could
Did she
make
talk
his
about
own
him much?
schedule.
No.
Did you would you describe your workplace family friendly?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
State and spell.
No.
So when did you interact with her with regard, was it pay, hours, time off?
Sometimes. Usually she would help me with employment ad postings on social media.
Okay. And when employees need to take time off, what's the procedure or protocol?
Procedure, they are to ask permission from their immediate supervisor first, and then they enter their time into our payroll system for PTO, paid time off.
And how is PTO accumulated?
It is upon hire, they would earn 48 hours at 90 days. And then at 1 year of employment, they would earn 88 hours of PTO. 2 years, they would earn 128 hours of PTO. And 5 years and beyond, it would be 168 hours PTO.
And as part of your job, do you keep track of that?
Yeah, I do through our payroll system.
And do you manage the documents and records related to benefits and time off and employment?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if Jennifer had any PTO time on November 30th? Meaning
DoorDash is like where you can deliver food to people's houses
Yes, I
from
believe she had
restaurants.
12 hours of PTO remaining at that time.
Like
Follow
Uber,
Jennifer
but
on
you
social
pick up
media.
food.
I am Facebook friends. I don't really follow.
Does the company offer health insurance?
Yes.
Does it offer health insurance for a single person and a family?
Yes.
Was Jennifer's son covered on her health insurance?
No.
Was Jennifer covered on her health insurance?
No.
Was James?
Only Jennifer
Does
on the
your,
health insurance.
Policy provide any assistance or insurance for mental health treatment?
Yes.
You said you are associated with Jennifer on social media. Did you ever see a post about a gun?
Yes.
Do you remember when you saw that?
I don't know exactly when. It was in the past couple months.
Okay. And what was your reaction to the post about the gun and her son?
I was kind of like, okay, I wouldn't have done that, but kind of moved along.
Okay. And why were you, I'm not sure how to characterize the, but would you say you thought it was odd or different, or it's not something you would do? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Not really appropriate, but.
And why not?
He's 15.
With my child.
Okay. Did Jennifer ever talk to you about guns?
No.
Did she ever talk to you about her son?
No.
Do you know if Jennifer was at work on November 29th?
Yes.
Do you know that because you saw her, or it was recorded that she was at work?
It was recorded on her time card.
Okay. Did you see Jennifer on November 30th?
No.
Did you talk to her?
Yes.
And do you know if she came into work that day?
No.
You don't know, or she didn't?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I did not see her.
Okay. So, but at some point you talked to her. How did that come about?
I only talked to her when Andy Smith came into my office and had Jen on his cell phone.
And what was Jennifer? Do you remember about
What
what
time that was?
I don't know why the actual video is
Had the
froze,
news of
but
the
the
Oxford
audio's
school
working.
shooting been made public at that point?
I don't know.
Do you know if you knew anything about it before he came into your office?
I knew nothing about it.
Okay. What was Jennifer saying on the phone?
She was very hysterical. I don't recall verbatim. Very hysterical. She was trying to get to the school. I believe she was talking about, the gun was missing.
She was concerned about
Probably because of money, Maureen.
When she said the gun, did you know what gun she was talking about?
I was assuming it was her handgun. I saw on social media.
You're assuming it was the same gun that was posted on Instagram that my
Yes.
son a gun on early Christmas present. Is that
Yeah.
the post? Okay.
Yes.
And did you ever see the exhibit that's up on the screen, the math worksheet?
Yes.
When did you see it?
I saw it at the same time Andy Smith came into my office with Jen on the phone. He put his cell phone down and pulled up the picture of that on his phone.
And did you take a good look at it?
I did.
When?
While she was talking on the phone.
And what was your thought?
My first thought was this boy needs help.
Okay. Did you say anything about it?
No.
Okay. So you were just listening to
Yeah.
Jennifer?
So sad, man.
And at some point, did you talk to Jennifer again that day?
Yes.
How many times?
I'm maybe one or two. I don't recall how many.
And what was the purpose of did she call you or did you call her?
I believe she called me. I did not call her.
Okay. And were you ever involved on any calls that she and Andy had later that day?
I believe we were on a call together.
Okay. What was the purpose of the calls from Jennifer?
I recall one conversation. She was afraid to lose her job.
Do you remember what time that was?
I don't recall the exact time.
Was it during the work hours?
It was during work hours.
Okay. And what was your response?
Our response was to tend to your family and don't
worry about work. This is going to be crazy.
Just tend to your family. Let's talk about it next week.
Did you get another request to come to about work?
Yes.
And what was it?
It was this same request that she didn't want to lose her job. She was afraid to lose her job. And another senior leadership, Nancy Lutfi, was with us on the phone and stated that she was going to be on administrative leave for the next couple weeks and just to not worry about work.
What did Jennifer say?
Thank you. She said to tell our senior leadership, thank you.
Did she ever say she wanted to come into work?
She did.
Yes. What did she say?
That she wanted to come in. She thought she could possibly come in a few days later, maybe for a half a day to get her mind off things.
Later that week, the week of the shooting?
Yes. What day was the shooting?
Tuesday. November 30th.
Yes. Thursday or Friday.
So she wanted to come in back to work that week?
Yes.
And what was your response?
We said, no, you're on administrative leave.
Okay.
Don't worry about coming into work. We'll talk in a couple weeks.
And did you ever hear Jennifer ask to leave work to take Ethan to her son to the doctor?
No.
Do you know, did she ever talk about him getting any kind of medical attention?
No.
All right. Did she ever talk about her horses getting medical attention?
I think a few times she had mentioned the vet having the horse was sick.
Okay.
But
guys, what in the hell? What in the hell? The shooting happened on Tuesday. Thursday, she's like, can I come back into work? No, you're on administrative leave. Just take care of your family stuff. Did she ever talk about Ethan or taking him to the doctor? No. But this lady managed to know that the veterinarian had been going out to the horses. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's where I'm going to leave that for this. Link is in the description. It's still going on right now. Here, let me go and see where they're at now with everything. Let's listen in for a minute.
To review data received from Instagram, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did that include Ethan, Jennifer, and James' accounts?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know what Jennifer Crumbley's Instagram username was?
It was identified as Gen C 78, JEHN C 78.
Okay. And were you able to find that on the device as well?
Yes, sir.
When you're able to locate that information on the device, are you able to export that to a PDF?
Yes, sir.
May approach. This is People's Proposal 11. Sir, what is that I sent you?
It's a PDF report from UFID Physical Analyzer software.
And what's it saying there?
It is user accounts is the report itself, and it's the username of Gen C, JEHNC 78.
Okay.
For Instagram.
May approach that.
Yes.
This is People's Proposal 12. Sir, what am I handing?
All right, I don't know what the hell's going on right now because I was far behind earlier, and I don't want to skip anything, so I'll go back. So, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking about this? The Crumbleys so far? Pretty wild stuff, huh? Ethan seems the food chain. Horses are more important. Listen, you know what else? Who was it? Maureen. She said, why did it, it was only her covered in insurance. And I thought, well, probably because of money reasons. But these horses, to keep these horses here, this boarding place, $5,000 a month. If I'm almost positive that that's what the first witness said, the horse lady, $5,000 a month. So I can maybe understand why she didn't get full family insurance. A lot of times it's very expensive. I don't know if she was on any kind of state health. I wouldn't assume she was. He worked for DoorDash. I don't see a situation where he would have qualified for state assistance, but the mom didn't. So I don't know. But if you could pay for damn horses, you could pay for your son to have insurance. And I'm not saying he didn't have insurance. I'm just saying he wasn't on his mother's work insurance. It was just her. So, I don't know, man. It's crazy. So, if y'all are following this case, just go back and listen to the horse trainer. I mean, there's a lot of good nuggets of info, but I thought the employees was very telling, very telling. You know what I mean? 400 a month for stable living per horse. Yeah. That is insane. They couldn't afford that. Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. Maybe it was a fee up front. Maybe it was a $5,000 fee up front, but I know, and the woman is still trying to sell her horses for her now. Some of that money should have gone to mental health treatment for her son. 100%, Casey. 100%. 100%. So, you know, every time I start to feel a little bit bad for these parents. Now, listen, I feel bad. The whole situation's awful. I hope parents can learn from this, you know. Listen, my kid was growing up, you know, I try to keep some privacy, but, you know, we went through some shit. We went through some shit. If I would have sit there and done nothing, I mean, it's inexcusable. This kid was screaming for help. He wasn't crying out. He wasn't doodling a little here, a little there. Dude, he was torturing animals at his own house. He had like bird heads in a jar, like crazy shit. Journaling the torture of the animals this kid was doing in the same house. You know, all this shit going on with this kid. They go buy him a gun. No, he can't go to therapy now. You know, but she's Johnny on site at her job. She's number one horse, you know, wrangler at the stables. You know, I want to pull up something really fast. This, God, it's crazy. It's crazy because every time I think about this case, it makes me think about this, and I'm gonna spare y'all the singing, but I want to read the lyrics. So now I recognize that this kid might not have potentially been all right. So I'm gonna read these lyrics. A lot of y'all, probably most of y'all, all of y'all probably know the song, but I'm just gonna read the lyrics and think about it into the context of this. And I can't see the chat. Actually, I can share the screen, but then I still can't see the chat, so it doesn't matter. At home, drawing pictures of mountaintops with him on top, lemon yellow sun, arms raised in a V, and the dead lay in the pools of maroon below blood. This song is about school shooting. Daddy didn't give attention. Oh, to the fact that mommy didn't care. King Jeremy the wicked. Oh, he ruled his world. Jeremy spoke in class today. Jeremy spoke in class today. Now, down here is where there's one verse that hits me, and it's so sad, dude. Clearly, I remember picking on the boy. Seemed a harmless little fuck. But we unleashed the lion. Gashed his teeth in with the recessed lady's breast. How could I forget? Then he hit me with a surprise left. My jaw left hurting, dropped wide open. Just like the day I heard. Daddy didn't give affection. And there's this lyric, this song. And the boy was something that mommy wouldn't wear. I literally got chills. Every time I think about this case, I think about this song and that verse. And the boy was something that mommy wouldn't wear. King Jeremy the wicked. Oh, ruled his world. Try to forget this. Try to forget this. Try to forget this. Erase it from the blackboard. All right, let me get back here to y'all. Since I totally read y'all a song. But yeah, that one line. But the boy is something that mommy wouldn't wear. Man, this story is so sad. It's very sad. So, let me see. Serenity, they got custodial interference is what they charged Serenity's mom and boyfriend with so far. So, there's that. I don't really have time to show y'all. I mean, I have a little time. I don't know. We'll do the police stuff another day. But the song, like this boy, it breaks my heart. Yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. I wonder, was the kid picked on at school though? That's not something that I've heard. You know, I know that there are all kind of lawsuits coming after anyone know her annual income. I don't know if they said it or not. I don't know, Maureen. I don't know. They may have said it. Yeah, they both utterly failed him 100%. Oh, let me get y'all that link real quick. Hold on. This is a new resource link. Let me see. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to. I can't even remember where I heard about this from. There is a Facebook page, and there is a Facebook page, YouTube page, and crap. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just do this. Let me do it this way. I had it. It's all right. Give me a second, y'all. This is a good resource link for anybody struggling or just want some resources for parenting. Hold on. Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm going to send it to myself and then hold on, y'all. Just bear with me. This is a good link for anybody to have. It's a good link to pass on. It's a good link for the mods to drop. I do have a couple other things. All right, hold on. Let me grab this real quick. And actually, I'm just going to show y'all the actual page. And then I'll drop the link. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second. It's trying to pull it up. I sent it to myself. Uh-oh, what happened? What the? Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, now let me get over here. And all right, sorry, y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. There's something else. There's another resource. I want to get more information on it, but somebody sent it to me. So I'll be sharing it with y'all also. I'm working on something about how social media negatively affects people and families. Can y'all see this? Let me see if y'all can see this. Perfect. And let me go back and get the link for my friends. There we go. All right. Which actually, this link seems pretty damn long. Hold on. Because you can get to it like this too. All right, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. So this is a good resource. It's called Echo Trauma. And it just helps you with trauma. It's got good... Here, there's the link in the chat. Let me hop back over here. All right, see. And it's got parenting programs, classes, trauma training, online courses. It's got resources, news and events. They have a Facebook page and a YouTube page also. So this, I thought, was a good little nugget. I love good little resources. These kids deserve it, you know, and I'm telling you, parenting is not easy. Doesn't mean you harm your children, but it's not easy. It's just not easy. So, and sometimes it's okay to reach out for help if you're out of your depth, right? So there's, I don't know. I thought this webpage was really cool. I'm trying to think. Hell, I don't even remember where I found it from. I was watching something. Anyways, let me see. Oh, he's safe. Okay, good. I had another one I was going to talk about, but they found him. Praise God. All right. So, I got a little time to talk. If y'all, let's see. Florida new purple alert goes in effect on Thursday. Alabama has got something, a new thing. It's exactly what I've been talking about. God, it's getting chilly in here. It's exactly what I was talking about. Like with the criteria, to where they just send out alerts anyways to all the people in the area. Well, literally, that's the only thing I'm saying. We need to do it federally. I mean, like across the board. Alabama just got one too. purple alert. Man, well, Tennessee needs something. But Tennessee puts out amber alerts most pretty fast anyways. You know, I mean, praise God. So, anybody want to talk about, okay, listen, we don't have to talk about it. It's really nothing to talk about. I did this morning though. Let's see. Is that for old people? No, I think it's for kids, ain't it, Maureen? The one I'm talking about is for kids that they got in Alabama. Let me see if I can pull it up. God, because I don't have enough tabs pulled up. That's right. All right, let me see. Let me get out of some of these. All right, let's see. All right. So, Father did not bond. We've already seen that. James and Jim Crumbley, parents led to hiding. We've seen that. So what are y'all thinking about what happened yesterday? Listen, I think I am not God, and God does for us what we can't do for ourselves sometimes. And if people don't want to get help, sometimes that's the system is there to help us when we don't want to help ourselves. So I will say this. I'm not going to carry on, forever about it. I'm not going to carry. I'm just not going to do it. But what I will say this is, if people want to, I'm talking about Don Wells getting arrested. If people are going to jail, if people want to find the kindness in their heart and help Candace, I mean, that's the person's business, right? Do we all have to go screaming from the rooftops about how fucked up it is and she's this and she's that? Well, guess what? It's her bed. She's got to lie in it. But who do you think you are telling other people how to spend their money? Okay? There's 1,000 ways that you could help if you wanted to help. If you don't want to help, then don't help, right? I mean, how hard is that? I think Chasen made a wonderful point. A lot of people have made a lot of money on this baby's name. So I guess if she needs a little $100, $60 phone bill paid for a month, I guess if somebody wanted to do that, that's their business, and I just there it's just not enough fake outrage to go around, and now I was listening to somebody earlier and they said, yeah, now we're calling for TBI to arrest Candace. Just string her up. Just string that heifer on up. No crime. Just do it. Why? Because we say so, damn it. And our voice is the only one that matters. Fuck law enforcement. There's a bunch of different spins on this. Oh, we put the pressure on the TBI. They heard our voices. No, bitch, they know the law. In Tennessee, that is exactly what you get. To the letter. That's what you get. Exactly what they gave him. That's exactly what the offense calls for. But you keep thinking you did something, idiots. The grandiosity of some of these people, I'm just fucking blown away, man. I am just blown away at the grandiosity of some of these people. And I want you to know, from my understanding, some of these people left the courthouse and they went right on to yell outside of the house. I seen a little title earlier. Oh, Grandma about to get gone. Grandma about to get gone. Oh, yeah? Wow. Wow. Really? Grandma about to get gone. Go get Candace. We are doing it. We did it. We did it. We're not even in the same state. But we did it. No, he did it. He did it. He broke the fucking law and he went to jail. Right? Yes. Yeah, it is the standard. 100%. The violation, everything. They held him accountable to the law of Tennessee. Period. But I'm sure it was y'all screeching outside of the TBI when there was a whole 5 people there. Oh, I'm sure that shook them to their core. Oh, I bet they lost sleep. I bet they drove home in fear. I bet you put so much pressure on them pipes, they had to go up underneath their house and fix them. I bet y'all did all the things. I know, right, Casey? They're so helpful. And now, praise God, they have arrested Serenity's mother and boyfriend. Maybe we can prevent a shit show in Kentucky, but who knows? Who knows? It just is what it is. All of this shit, me being mad about it or being like, oh God, all right, and here I go with my outrage and everything else. Because guess what? No more than it's my business for me to take it personally about Dawn getting arrested. It's no more my business to take it personally what these other fucking content creators are doing, right? But I do, because the shit's hurtful. It's important. And I I always go back to Xavier. I've learned so much from his case. I've learned so much from his mother, who's still struggling to this day. So I'm grateful for that experience in the fact of it has made me be a little bit softer, right? But what I'm telling you, it's going to bring about legislation. The wrong shit's going to happen to the wrong person, and it's going to bring about change of legislation, which what needs to happen, but I don't know. It's just I pray for the best. I pray for the best for both of them, and God will do for us what we cannot do for ourselves. I don't want to go get treatment on my own. Guess what? Now you have to. So, and I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, maybe now you can. We just don't know what it's like to be in them shoes, We just don't know what it's like. So, I don't, what else? I heard something else ridiculous. What was it? Oh, I'm sorry. This will really crack me up. I heard a little clip and it said, what did it say? We private those videos because we wouldn't want the boys to see it at some point and it upset them. You know what? Listen, people are going to do what they do. Okay. People are going to do what they do. I'm literally done talking about it, and I mean, honestly, there's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to do. Me screaming and losing my ever loving fucking mind, at my phone or whatever else, screaming my husband's ear off. He don't want to hear. Everybody's sick of hearing it. Y'all are sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. Sick of seeing it and everything else. Guess what? As much as we're fucking inconvenienced, it still isn't happening to us. So can you only fucking imagine? It's just, I don't know, man. The view is so pretty from that horse, from that very high horse that I cannot even reach. So I don't know, but I'm not going to be going on about a tear too much longer. I will only report about Summer if there is something with the law enforcement. And as far as all these other idiots, there's nothing left to say. There's no way to outdo themselves. The damage is done. And it has nothing to do with me. It potentially may affect how I put out my content, but it has nothing to do with me. And it probably won't affect the way I do my content because my content's not like theirs. So, it just is what it is. As much as I called yesterday, I see the people just leaving the chat. It's fine. I don't even care. And I called yesterday for people to pray for this family. Pray for these content creators. Y'all are sick of seeing it. Be the change you want to see, right? Be the change you want to see. So, yeah, my little after show rants. It's gonna be completely done with this channel. So it's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. So let's see. It's absurd how these people have carried on the birthday party. Oh Lord, honey, don't even get me started. It's a hard knock life. Is this some kind of a fucking joke or something? It's a hard knock life. For who, bitch? For who? I just can't. I can't do it. I cannot even waste any more of my precious brain cells that are dwindling by the minute. Every clip channel I watch. It's not going to make sense to me. Why? Because I'm not like that. Thank God I don't understand that level of intelligence that they're thriving on, right? I'm not supposed to. It's not meant for me to understand. Why? Because I am not like that. So, anyways. All right, guys, that's all I got. But y'all have a good one. And this is a great resource. I'm gonna drop it again. All right. I will see y'all. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going back to listening to the Crumleys right now. See what's really going on behind the scenes. You know, these hearings, you always find out so much more. I felt like it was in the Twilight Zone. Thank God. God, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, God's got this. Any yipping I'm doing over here ain't helping no fucking body, right? Not as far as the dumpster fires are concerned. They're going to do what they're going to do, right? Because that's who they are, you know. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.